talk about calorimetry, then we have few formulas for heat. Heat is either mc delta T, where C is specific heat, or you call it C dash delta T, where C dash is called heat capacity. If you have specific heat capacity, then it is mc delta T, or if you have heat capacity, then it is C dash delta T. Both these you will use when there is only temperature change. But if there is a state change means melting, boiling. Whenever there is a state change, then there is no temperature change, and whenever there is a temperature change, there cannot be a state change. So in case of state change, you will use it as ml. Then the formula for heat is ml. You will use power into time if you have any electric supply. You have an electric kettle, you have a heater or anything, then you use it as electric power into time, which can be written as VIT or I square RT or V square by RT. So these are the formulae which we will be using for various heats, right? For various heats in calorimetry, these are the various formulae which we will be using. Now in the question asked in March 2024, calorimetry question in March 2024, he says how much heat, in this question written above, how much heat is required to convert 500 gram of ice, to convert 500 gram of ice to water. Now ice is at 0 degree and water is also at 0 degree. You have to just convert ice at 0 degree to water at 0 degree. Is there a temperature change? No. So we cannot use delta T. But there is only a state change. So which formula? Q is equal to ml. If 500 grams of ice is melting to become water, then water is also 500 grams. Mass is not changing in any case. So you simply put 500 grams into the latent heat of ice, which is given as 330 joule per gram. Units साथ में लिखने हैं और फिर काटने हैं, and you will get it as 0, 0, 0, 5 3s are 15, 5 3s are 15, 16. This is March 2024 question. Now in the question asked in March 2024, calorimetry question in March 2024, he says how much heat, in this question written above, how much heat is required to convert 500 gram of ice, to convert 500 gram of ice to water. Now ice is at 0 degree and water is also at 0 degree. You have to just convert ice at 0 degree to water at 0 degree. Is there a temperature change? No. So we cannot use delta T. But there is only a state change. So which formula? Q is equal to ml. If 500 grams of ice is melting to become water, then water is also 500 grams. Mass is not changing in any case. So you simply put 500 grams into the latent heat of ice, which is given as 330 joule per gram. Units साथ में लिखने हैं और फिर काटने हैं, and you will get it as 0, 0, 0, 5 3s are 15, 5 3s are 15, 16. This is March 2024 question. Getting it? Another one in March 2024 was 85 grams of water at 30 degree is cooled to 5 degree by adding certain mass of ice. Now this is the next question. This is the next question, right? The next question is again March 2024. it is given 85 grams of water at 30 degree. So initial temperature 30, cool to 5 degree, right? Ice, unknown mass, you have to find this. When no temperature is given, ice is at 0 degree. It's mixed with ice. So when we have mixture questions, please, you should know when one hot thing is mixed with one cold thing, the final temperature has to be the same. 30 will come to 5, 0 will also come to 5. So, heat given by water is equal to heat absorbed by ice. Now what has water done? 30 to 5, just temperature change. MC delta T for water. What will ice at 0 degree do? It will first change to water at 0 degree. Ice at 0 degree to water at 0 degree. That is state change. Then that water at 0 degree will come to 5 degree now. Put the values. Mass of water 85 grams into 4.2 joule per gram per degree centigrade. Change in temperature, any side you write, it has to be higher minus lower. 30 minus 5 degree centigrade cancels, gram cancels. Mass common, latent heat is given to you as 336 joule per gram, plus mass is common, C is again 4.2 joule per gram per degree centigrade. Change in temperature of ice, remember higher minus lower, degree centigrade. This becomes 85 into 4.2 into 25 joule is equal to M into, this becomes 336 plus 21, so it becomes 357 joule per gram. Please mind the units. Bring it here. 35 into 4.2 into 25 joule divided by 357 joule per gram. Joule cancels. So your mass comes up in grams. Your mass comes up as 25 grams. Whenever there is a mixture, final temperature has to be taken the same in both cases. Next question is from March 2023. Calculate the total amount of heat energy required to melt 200 grams of water. No, 200 grams of ice. 200 grams of ice you at 0 degree to become water at 100 degree. So if you want it to become water at 100 degree, how much heat is required? How much heat is required? You will have to remember the steps what ice are following. Make a flow chart. There is no mixture. It's just a single ice melting, becoming water at 100 degree. How come? Not directly. Make a flow chart. Ice at 0 degree will first melt to become water at 0 degree. Please remember, ice at 0 degree will melt to become water at 0 degree. Then that water will heat up to water at 100 degree. So there are two steps. One is melting of ice to become water, and then water is heating up to become water at 100 degree. Now here 0 degree ice to 0 degree water. This heat will be ml. Then water at 0 degree to water at 100 degree. This is just temperature change, so it will be mc delta T. Now the total heat will be ml plus mc delta T. You can take mass 200 grams common. Latent heat of ice is given as 336 joule per gram. Please check specific latent heat and specific heat capacity. First you will put this 4.2 joule per gram per degree centigrade into delta T. Again change in temperature, higher minus lower. 100 minus 0 degree centigrade. Degree centigrade goes. What do you get? 200 grams. 336 joule per gram plus 4.2 into 100 is 420 joule per gram. What is 336 plus 420? That comes out to be 756. So it's 200 gram into 756 joule per gram. Gram cancels. So your heat is 151200 joule. You may write it as 151.2 kilojoules, but that is not necessary. This will also do. 151200 joules. That is your answer. The next question is from the sample paper of 2022. It's a very simple question. He is asking you 200 grams of ice. 200 grams of ice needs dash joule to melt. It needs dash joule heat to melt. Simply, only melting. Melting is at the same temperature. When state change is there is no temperature change. So, heat required will be ml. 200 grams, please do write units side by side, into, see, this was the question, 36000 joule per kg. Are you understanding what was important about the question? This was not simply ml. They had a game. They had given you mass in grams and the latent heat L in joule per kg. So that you do a blunder if you don't write units. You should be in a habit of writing units. So I will convert it to kg and then multiply by latent heat so that I can cancel kg. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 gone. 336 into 200 is 672 with a double zero. This much joule. Please remember mass was in grams whereas L was given in joule per kg. Please see this carefully. The units will be dicey. Right? That's your answer. Next question is a graph based question from the sample paper of 2022. Here he says mass of water is 200 grams and heat is extracted at the rate of 100 joule per second. This is heat Q per second. Beta, this is not joule. Heat is extracted from any source, maybe electric source or any source, at 100 joule per second. And you are given a graph between heat and time. The temperature and time is given. He says calculate specific heat capacity of water. You know heat is mc delta T. Heat is mc delta T. Now how much heat? Look at the graph from 0 seconds to 640 seconds. So heat will be 100 joules in 1 second into 640 seconds. You supplied from the graph, you can see heat was supplied for 640 seconds. Right? And the mass was 200 grams. C you have to find. Change in temperature C from the y-axis. From 80 you have come to 0. You are extracting heat from water. So the temperature is decreasing from 80 to 0. But delta T you always write as higher minus lower. Please remember this. So you can easily convert, everything is in joules per gram per degree centigrade आ जाएगा. Second से second काटिए. 64000 joule divided by 200 gram into 80 degrees centigrade. That will give you C. That will give you C. 1, 2 and third is gone. 8 8s are 64. 2 4s are 8. So here C is 4 joule per gram per degree centigrade. From the graph, it is 4 joule per gram per degree centigrade. That is the first part. Then he says heat released in the region BC. As time is passing, temperature is not changing from B to C. Temperature is not changing from B to C. So how much heat change? Beta, heat is how much? That is extracted 100 joule per second. This is your second part. And for how much time? Please see. 1312 minus 640 seconds. इतने टाइम के लिए हीट एक्सट्रैक्ट हो रही है. That means something is freezing. जैसे आप फ्रिज में रखते हो और हीट एक्सट्रैक्ट करते हो. So you have extracted 100 joule per second for how many seconds? 1312 minus 640. That is 672. 100 joule per second into 672 seconds. Second gone. So the heat extracted will be 67200 joules. 67200 joules. Are you understanding both the points? Second part, the temperature is not changing. Next question is from previous year 2021. If water absorbs 4000 joule of heat to increase the temperature of 1 kg of water through 1 degree centigrade, what is the specific heat capacity of water? Now this seems to be very simple. It was a multiple choice question. But look at it. Q is mc delta T. So C will be Q over m delta T. Q is 4000. But if you don't write units in calorimetry, you are gone. Mass is 1 kg. And delta T is 1 degree centigrade. So C comes out to be 4000 joule per kg per degree centigrade. But you never had an option like this. You had 4 joule per kg per degree centigrade. 400 joule per kg per Kelvin. C option. Check out. You want to divide this into grams. How will you do it? You will write 4000 joule. Here you had kg. Here you had kg, 1 kg. I can write it as 1000 grams. And of course, degree centigrade is where it is. I have not changed joule, I have not changed degree centigrade. Instead of kg, I have written in the denominator 1000 grams. Now these 3 zeros go. So answer is 4 joule per gram per degree centigrade. This was just a matter of conversion because the options given were not matching with 4000 joule per kg, but they were matching with 4 joule per gram. Next, again, a very simple question from March 2021. He says, calculate thermal capacity. Calculate thermal capacity of 40 grams. Mass is given as 40 grams of water. How will you find thermal capacity? Thermal capacity is also called as heat capacity. Thermal capacity is also called as heat capacity. And heat capacity is mass into specific heat capacity. Heat capacity is mass into specific heat capacity. Mass is given as 40 grams and specific heat capacity of water is given as 4200 joule per kg per degree centigrade. Again, the game is of units. You don't write the units, you are gone. Right? How do I write it now? 40 by 1000 kg into 4200 joule per kg per degree centigrade. What will I do? Kg goes with kg. 1, 2, 3 goes with 1, 2, 3. So it becomes 4 2s are 8, 4 4s are 16 joule per degree centigrade. Joule per degree centigrade. That is your answer for heat capacity. If you don't write units, you just multiply 40 with 4200, it will be wrong. Calorimetry, the units. In physics, units are the hero. Next question again from 2021. A metal piece of mass 420 grams. Metal of mass 420 grams. Present at 80 degrees centigrade. Initial is 80 degrees centigrade. Is dropped in 80 grams of water. You have water whose mass is 80 grams. There are two people. One is metal piece, the other is water. Of water present at 20 degrees centigrade. In a calorimeter. See, water is there in a calorimeter. please, whatever happens to water, same change of temperature will happen to the calorimeter. Glass और glass के पानी का temperature same रहता है. Remember this. Calorimeter has mass 84 grams. So initial temperature will also be 20 degree. Water and calorimeter are at same temperature always. Right? Now you see, this is mixing a water in a glass or a calorimeter and you are dropping a metal in it. So it's a question of mixtures. So you will have a final temperature. Everybody will come down to the same temperature or come up to the same final temperature, which he is saying is 30 degree. He is giving you the final temperature of the mixture. Calculate specific heat capacity of metal. Water is given specific heat and calorimeter specific heat is also given. What will you do? Heat given by metal is equal to, metal was hotter beta initially. So heat given by metal is heat absorbed by water and calorimeter. So MC delta T of water will be no state change. Water remains water, calorimeter remains calorimeter. So MC delta T of metal is MC delta T of water plus MC delta T of calorimeter. What is mass of metal? 420 grams. Into C you don't know. Into C you don't know. Change in temperature is again higher minus lower degree centigrade. Right? What about water? Mass of water 80. C is given to you as 4.2 joule per gram. This is 80 gram. And change in temperature 30 minus 20. Similarly, for calorimeter you put the mass. Calorimeter is 84 grams. And heat capacity of calorimeter is, ध्यान से यहाँ गड़बड़ है, पर kg पर डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड है, ये पर kg में है, into 30 minus 20 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड है, into 30 minus 20 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड है. This is where there was a glitch here. This was given joule per kg. So if you don't write units again, you are gone. What will you do? 420 grams into C, 80 minus 30, 50 degree centigrade. Here it is okay. This is gram cancelling with gram. Right? Degree centigrade cancelling with degree centigrade. So you have 80 into 4.2 into 10 joule. Are you getting it? 80 into 4.2 into 10 joule. Here you can't. Here you can't. You can't cancel. So what will you do? 84 by 1000 kg. 200 joule per kg per degree centigrade into 10 degree centigrade. Are you understanding? This value is given as 200 joule per kg. So you have to convert the mass into kg. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Kg goes with kg. So what do you get C as? 420 grams into C into 50 degree is equal to 80 into 10. 80 into 10. Right? Into 4.2. This becomes 3360 joule plus 84 into 2. That is 168 joule. Add them up. Add them up. You will get C. I am writing here. C will be 3360 plus 168 is 3528 joule divided by 420 grams into 50 degree centigrade. So your answer will be, when you cut all this, your answer is 0.168. The cutting was a little tricky, but you get this as answer. This is C of metal. This is C of the metal. Metal was giving heat. Glass and water, they are best friends. Whatever change in water, same change in calorimeter also. Calorimeter is just a glass. Calculate the amount of heat given out while 400 grams of water What is mass of water? 400 grams of water at 30 degree. So initial temperature is 30 degree, is cooled and converted into ice at minus 2 degrees centigrade. This is not mixture. You have water, you are cooling it to become ice at minus 2 degrees centigrade. How much heat will be given out? You have to follow the flow chart. Same water, step by step cool it. How do you cool it? Water at 30 degree, mass will remain the same now for every step. Water at 30 degree will come down to become water at 0 degree centigrade. Water will come to 0 degree centigrade. Heat given out will be mc delta T because it's only temperature change. And delta T will be 30 minus 0, higher minus lower. Then the start step is water at 0 degree will become ice at 0 degree. This everybody should remember. Here there is only state change, so it is ml. Then this ice at 0 degree will cool down to minus 2 degree. It will remain ice, but cooler and cooler, minus 2 degree. Here only temperature change. So this will be mc delta T, but C will be for ice. C of ice is different than C of water. Remember, with different states of matter, specific heat changes. So what will be total heat? Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3 will be given out at each step of cooling or freezing and then again cooling. So mass I can take as common. This is C of water. Delta T plus when water converts to ice, that is latent heat, M bahar, plus ice और ठंडी हो रही है. So how much is Q? Mass is 400 grams. C of water is given as, देखिए 4200 जूल पर kg पर केल्विन. ये ऐसे ही गड़बड़ करते रहते हैं बस. जूल पर kg पर केल्विन into change in temperature. Water from 30 to 0, higher minus lower, 30 degree centigrade. Beta delta T degree centigrade is equal to same as in Kelvin. So you can change it into 30 minus 0 is 30 degree centigrade. Change in temperature is same in degree centigrade and in Kelvin. So this goes plus specific latent heat of fusion of ice is 336,000 joule per kg plus specific heat of now ice. Ice is cooling from 0 to minus 2. Specific heat capacity of ice is 2100 joule per kg per Kelvin into change in temperature, higher minus lower, 0 minus minus 2. 0 minus minus 2 is 2 degree centigrade, can be written as 2 Kelvin. Kelvin cancels. Right? So Q is 400 by 1000 kg. All this you add up. The whole bracket you add up. This will come out to be 466200 joule per kg. 466200 joule per kg. Then you can cancel the zeros. I have converted gram into kgs. So finally you get heat as 186480. Remember the steps. Water at 30 cools to water at 0. Then water at 0 converts to ice at 0 with ml heat. Then ice at 0 cools to ice at minus 2 degree centigrade.